So guys, like I said when we heard that Peter Obi is going to be running mate for Atiku Abubakar, according to the spokesperson of PDP, he said that, and we said, and a lot of people are really angry about that, and we said, oh, let's keep our finger crossed, because we are going to be hearing a lot of things, what they didn't say and what they said. Even if you say 5% of something, they will just make it up to 70 or 80%, and people, this is electioneering year. You are going to be hearing a lot of things, and people will be coming and be defending and be debunking and debunking. And I said, until Peter Obi comes out and tells us that, oh, yes, I have decamped back to PDP, not to talk of, I want to become the vice president to Atiku, or a running mate to Atiku. Until that happens, as for now, we should not just believe anything, because you are going to be hearing counter and counter things. Even somebody can even decamp from one party this morning in the afternoon, he will go back again. It has happened before, because some people are saying, oh, just a month that he decamped, or not even up to a month, that he will not decamp back to PDP. What does that tell you? So, for as many who will think that, oh, this is fake news, they themselves, they are confusing everybody. They are saying many things. We have seen some people who have said, oh, this person is not good. Again, they will come back and tell you this person is good. Does it mean that, does that make that story fake? No, because they themselves, they will be going back and forth. Just, you can imagine what happened before APC could even run their primaries. It was just back and forth. The APC chairman told us that Ahmad Lawal was the consensus candidate, and everybody started shouting. Buhari came and said he didn't say so. So do you mean, or you want to tell us that the APC chairman just on his own just made that statement? No, they're always going back and forth. What I'm trying to say is that some of you will not say, oh, but you said something like this. It is what they are telling us that we are bringing, and we are analyzing it, and there's that tendency for people to change their mind. It's possible, but what is on ground now is that the mass of others Labour Party factional presidential candidates Ezenwafor so withdraw or face Igbo youth wrath. And that's why I had to give that kind of background. But let's see what they have for this Ezenwafor. The movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, MASOB, on Thursday ordered the factional presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Jude Ezenwafor, to withdraw or face the wrath of Igbo youth. The group condemned in totality the moves by alleged enemies of Igbo to sponsor a factional in the Labour Party, where the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, had emerged as the presidential candidate. The national leader of MASOB, in a statement signed by the Director of Information, Comrade Edison Samuel, and made available to journalists in Abakaliki, capital of Ebonyi State, vowed to deal with political troublemakers in Igbo land. According to MASOB, we describe Mr. Jude Ezenwafor as a huge disappointment and betrayal of future interests of Nigerian youth. He was paid and allowed himself to be used by Asuro Kabas to create artificial impression that Mr. Obi's Labour Party is factionalized. We advise Mr. Ezenwafor to withdraw from this shameful and sacrilegious act and the mission he embarked on. We know that APC and PDP are afraid of Mr. Obi and his Labour mantra. He has won the hearts of the populace. That is why they want to use Ezenwafor as a bot to frustrate Mr. Obi. MASOB, however, expressed confidence that Obi will definitely win the forthcoming 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. This Ezenwafor must learn from his paymasters on stepping down for their kinsman, whom they entrust their political interests. The governor of Sokoto State, Alhaji Tambuwa, stepped down for his brother Atiku Abubakar for him to win the PDP presidential ticket. The Yoruba aspirants in APC presidential election stepped down for their brother Bola Tinubu for him to clinch the APC presidential ticket, the group said. The group, however, tasked Mr. Ezenwafor to step down for Obi to avert being treated as a saboteur and a betrayer of the Igbo nation. Like they always say, a word is enough for the wise. If he likes, he should take. If he likes, he does not take it. We know that there's something behind all this nonsense that he's doing, and he has the audacity to be saying, "I'm going to win PDP. I'm going to win the presidency. I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring has issue." Well, very good. Ezenwafor is a very unserious person. They have paid him But if he fail, if he fail to withdraw from the race, we Igbo youth will do the needful. Ngige has a hand in what is happening. That's what somebody is saying here. He is using these fools who are an entity to create confusion. Useless Anambra with their useless political brigade that we all suffer. From where did you surface saboteur, or is it because you carried last, you carried last, you now come with your bad luck? I beg. Odide. He's the type that brings bad names to the entire Igbo race. Igbos do not like themselves. Forget all this nonsense. They like themselves. Which people like themselves? Hausas, they like themselves. Now their life be like that. Their leaders are always grabbing power, and yet they cannot even, it cannot reflect in the lives of the people. That one I love. Is that the kind of love or likeness we are talking about? Everywhere across board. Now people are going after, what is this man's name? They are going after Oshibaju. Oh, why did he do this? Why did he do this? Somebody in this part of the world, if somebody tries something and the person does not succeed, that does not mean that is the end of the person. But now, immature the Tinubu yesterday, because he just won primary, now in fact they don't want let person hear word. And meanwhile, na buy Ibanya. You thought that all those people that stepped down for him, they just stepped down with ordinary mouth. Now buy Ibanya. And before you could say Jack Robinson, he started insulting people, started saying one thing. If that one now becomes president, what will now happen? They go hear him. So it's like that everywhere. So face who is involved in that particular thing and resolve the matter, and let that person be dealt with, or let that situation be dealt with. If Ezenwafor contests against Peter Obi in Labour and pay delegates $50,000 per each, 80% of the Igbo candidates will vote him. Bet it. How did other tribes win their votes? Is it not the money Atiku and Tinubu shared? Or are you saying this out of hatred you have for Igbos? 50,000 too much. Just give them 10,000 naira and see. Bros, how much did the enemies pay you? He say, Shylock, he must step down for Peter Obi. He will face the Igbo youth. Oga, nothing, you know if you do the man anything, forget that ranting. Don't they have a blood running in their vein? He will step down. He is not the first, neither will he be the last. Just like what happened in Edo State too. When Obaseki defected to PDP. Well, he's an agent of evil. Of course, everybody knows that now. Enemy of progress, he deserves to be stoned. It has been established since that all these so-called groups are political groups. This is an undemocratic body and not democratic. They're not democrats. They prefer killing other people to take over the leadership. Withdraw now, Ezenwafor. Seriously, that man and his gangs are playing paid scripts. He needs the touch of the youth. I think or he said that he needs money. So he's not happy. I don't understand though. He needs money. The man is just seeking for notice. Good move. Whether it's a one for Ezenwafor or whatever you call yourself, why do you allow yourself to be used against Igbo again? How much did they give you for this sabo work? Why do you position yourself as a cog the wheel of the progress of Igbo? Why? But why? Why? The question is why. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this. Thank you.